Okay, where do you live in your country?
I live in Sylhet. It's my division. My home district is in Hobbyganj, and Nobiganj is my upazila, and my village name is Kurshi.
Do you find any kind of changes in your hometown in recent years?
Of course, there's a few changes. First of all, if I want to say that due to economic regulation in recent days, the poverty is fading away day by day, and the various infrastructures like huge buildings, numerous developed roads, etc., are growing, and thus our area is changing.
Do you think in the future you are going to change this living place?
Me,
Yes.
personally, I think I have a very few chance to become an influencer, or to change my circumstance, or to change my area. But I can do some little task, or I can be. I can do some little noble things to change the thinking of people, to change people's bad habits, try to convince people to do good things.
Is there anything particular you do not like about your living place?
Of course, it's electricity. Electricity is a major problem. Load shedding is a normal issue in our local area. So I don't like it, because nowadays we people depend on internet, especially on cable nets. So without cable nets, internet is quite impossible.
In this our speaking part 1 now, I would like to ask you some questions about flowers and plants. Do you have a favorite flower or plant?
Actually, my favorite flower is rose. I like rose most, and on average, red rose is normal, and it is easy to get in our country. As red is my favorite color, I always prefer red roses. And plants, I like various small plants like lemon, different guava plants, medium-sized plants. Those are easy to grab fruits from them.
Okay.
Actually, I like fruit plants.
Okay. What kinds of flowers and plants grow near where you live?
We have various fruit and wood plants there, and some medicinal plants too, like mango plants, jackfruit, etc.
Okay. Is it important to you to have flowers and plants in your home?
Yes, of course, definitely. Flowers and plants plays a vital role in our circumstance, because we all know that plants, especially plants, provides us oxygen. So to get more oxygen and fresh air, it is mandatory for us to plant several trees, to grow several flowers just around us.
Okay. Have you ever bought flowers for someone else?
Yes, I did. I once bought a rose, just a single piece of rose for my beloved ones.
Okay. That's the end of our speaking part 1, and now we will move to our speaking part 2. In this speaking part 2, now I'll be giving you a cue card, and you will be given 1 minute for your preparation. If you want to make notes, you can do so. So here's the pencil. Here's the white page. Alright, you have to speak at least 2 minutes, but remember one thing, you shouldn't stop until I stop you. Good luck.
In this cue card, it is mentioned to explain a review of a product that I have used, or I have got. Recently, at taras.com, I just noticed an advertise of graphics card. Graphics card is a computer part that helps a computer to play various high-end video games, or to do some video editing, or say several other tasks. So as I'm a computer gamer, actually I'm a video gamer, so it was one of my gaming was also one of my passion, and I was some kind of addicted to computer gaming. So I was a bit interested, because on that platform, Taras, they give me a huge discount of this graphics card, and I have compared it to the other platforms, and also I'm so much amazed that this price was comparatively too low, and it was just right to my buying capacity. So I also read some reviews that of other buyers, those who bought this from this portal. So first of all, they all gave some good reviews about this graphics card. Although this graphics card is refurbished, not brand new, but they told me, or they told on their review, that they are using this graphics card without any kind of big issues, or any kind of heating issues, or other issues that usually seen when people use a second-hand or refurbished graphics card. So this review helped me a lot, and I bought this graphics card from daras.com, and now I am using this graphics card. And if it
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That is the end of our speaking part 2. So can I take the papers back, please? Okay. Now, in this speaking part 3, I would like to ask you some general questions based on the cue card I have provided you. What kinds of things do people write online reviews about in your country?
As online marketing is getting much more popular nowadays in our country, people are getting more curiosity about online marketing, as it was not familiar at past. People do some mixed. People give some mixed reviews always. Some of them say that this online marketing is good for us, and other part opine that online marketing we are not ready. We are not ready yet to spread this online marketing trend in our country.
Why do some people write online reviews?
Some people, honestly, there are some people, those who are scammers online. Some scammers write false reviews, but there are some original buyers or original users, those who write review. And in some case, originally, all the buyers don't get enough courage, enough time to left a review.
Okay. Do you think that online reviews are good for both shoppers and companies?
Definitely. Online reviews are, I think, personally, I think it's some kind of advertisement. Because if a client or if a buyer left good reviews about my company or my service, then definitely it's gonna help me in future, and it will do some kind of marketing for me.
Okay, what do you think it might be like to work in a customer service job?
This option can be good for a person with that kind of interest. If any man who is good at handling with the public, phone calls, and to interacting with the other peoples, if anyone become comfortable or feel comfortable, then he or she may try to get what you mentioned,
job, a kind of job.
They can go for this job.
Okay. Do you agree that customers are more likely to complain nowadays?
Sorry, could you please repeat?
Do you agree that customers are more likely to complain nowadays?
Yes, of course. Customers often complain because it's our human habit that we are not satisfied. We are not fully satisfied. If a company provides even for example, if we mention about Apple, Apple is one of the best companies, tech giants in this world. But if you see the reviews that people give to them, there are mixed reviews.
Okay. How important is it for companies to take all customer complaints seriously?
Companies should stay aware because of there are some speculators and false review givers. So although there are some fake review givers, but company must pay heed on their customer review, because customer reviews, the fame of a company depends on customer reviews, and if a customer is satisfied, then definitely he's gonna work as magnet to attract other customers. So it's a major point to focus on.
Thank you very much. That is the end of our speaking test. Now let's have a performance analysis of the candidate. We know in the real IELTS speaking test there are 4 common criteria followed by the examiners to judge a candidate, and those are: number 1, fluency and coherence; number 2, pronunciation; number 3, lexical resource or vocabulary; number 4, grammatical ranges and accuracies. Let me start with the fluency. The examinee understood all the questions properly and he tried to answer the questions confidently and naturally. In addition, his speaking was coherent because he tried to add different kind of linkers to extend his speech, like thus, such as, due to, and so on. Now if I talk about dark sides, throughout his speaking he missed his eye contact in several occasions, and he was also shaking his leg, which is totally informal. He also made some self-corrections in several occasions, and mumbling issues also could be seen, but his communication was accurate. As examiner, I could understand what he tried to convince. Another negative point is, in part 3, he shortened his answers, which could be extended with some more relative informations, and those could boost up his score. So in fluency section, I'll give him 6 out of 9. Now let's talk about the performance of his pronunciation. I would say his pronunciation was averagely good and there were no major mistakes, except he said favorite, which will be favorite, and there were some common mistakes on the pronunciation of PKT, which is very common among Bengali students. So I'll give you 6.5 out of 9 in pronunciation section. Now let's talk about his lexical performance. As an examiner, I would say somehow I am satisfied with his use of different ranges of vocabularies. Let me give some examples. He used fading away, curiosity, poverty, infrastructures, combines, influencer, circumstances, prefer, medicinal plants, provide, mandatory, video gamer, refurbish, scammers, interacting, speculator, and so on. He made some minor mistakes. For example, he said economical revolution, which will be economic revolution. Also, he had mistaken on oxygen. He said oxygens. In vocabulary section, I'll be suggesting him to add some more idiomatic expressions or some situational phrases like as far as I know, from my point of view, frankly speaking, like this. So if he does so, his score will be boosted up in vocabulary sector. Also, he can add some more topic related words. In vocabulary section, I'll give him 7 out of 9. Now let's talk about his grammatical ranges and accuracies. As an examiner, to be honest, I found mixture of different kind of grammatical items like complex sentence, compound sentence, simple sentences as well, and in some occasions he also used conditional sentences, gerund, and so on. He had mistaken on tense and prepositions in several occasions. So in grammatical sections, I'll give him 6.5 out of 9. I will suggest him to increase his marks. He need to add passive voice because that was not found in his performance. So overall his score stands for 6.5, but I believe this is going to be improved.